We're back over here live, and I can already tell that I'm going to have to go ahead and take that out because we're going to be getting loud. I got some implants in my mouth. They were very expensive. I got one right here. I got one right here, so I can get a bridge there. And then over here, I got 3 of them in a row on the top. Now, before we go into the situation we have in the shop, I want to go ahead and talk to everybody about teeth. Okay. Let me get my camera. There we go. I want to go ahead and talk to everybody about teeth just for a minute. Teeth are very important. There's going to be a lot of people out there that say, yeah, you need to go ahead and just get all your teeth pulled out and get dentures. No, I fucking don't. I'm not gonna. You need to take care of your teeth. If you're a smoker, you got a situation that will give you bad teeth. One of the reasons I quit smoking cigarettes is because of my teeth. I didn't want to lose all my teeth. But what I did when I quit smoking is I turned to Nicorette products. First it was the gum. Then I started getting these weird attacks from chewing the 4 milligram gum. So I went to 2 milligram gum. And then I started getting a popping jaw from chewing the gum. So then I went to the lozenges. And then I started getting these weird attacks again from using the Nicorette brand lozenges. So I went to the Target and the Walmart brand, which is an aftermarket brand. And all this led into having bad teeth. Because I take care of my teeth, believe it or not. And smoking cigarettes and nicotine products have led into me having bad teeth. So I have to wear this, okay? And I go, okay, see there? So I don't look like some redneck inbred hillbilly that just got done doing a hit of crack cocaine and is, what are we gonna do here? Screw our carpet down to the floor instead of glue it. And anybody that knows what I'm talking about will go back in my video set and see the video where there were like fucking 400 holes where they screwed the carpet into the floor instead of glued it. Crack addict situation. So I try to take care of my teeth. Let's move on because the situation we have isn't good. The situation kind of relates to having bad teeth. And we're going to go ahead and walk around. I can already see my camera is starting to get hot. And we don't want our camera to get hot. So let's lead into the situation. If we look right here, I went ahead and hooked all my airlines up. Everything works great. I got air pressure. You can see that. But the problem that we have is the black pipe. And this is our black pipe. This is 1.5 inches. And I'm going to go up the wall there, and you can see the black pipe as I travel up the wall and then over across the ceiling. You can see it, and it goes all the way across. Okay? And when I hooked up the air and I turned my air compressor on, every fitting on the 1.5 inch black pipe leaks except for one. It took me and Minnie 2 days to put this pipe up in the ceiling that you're looking at. I don't even know if you can see it. Trying to get a good angle on it here. Okay, it took us 2 days to put this pipe up, and every fitting on this black pipe leaks except for one. Now I'm going to tell you what that's from. And when I did this, I told Minnie, I said, we might have a problem with a couple fittings leaking. But I didn't realize every fucking fitting was going to leak. And what we did is we rented a pipe threader from the local rental shop here, and I should have stopped immediately then. But when I made my first thread, I noticed that the teeth that were on the cutting machine that threads it, they were kind of dull. There was a couple of them the tips were broke off, and then there was a couple dull teeth because there's like 3 or 4 threads in there, and then you stick your pipe in there and you tighten it down and then you thread it through. And I should have stopped immediately right there, but I didn't do that. And the reason I didn't do that is because at the same time we rented the pipe threader machine, we also rented a skylift. So we were renting a skylift, we had the pipe threader machine, we're renting all this equipment, and now we're doing all this fucking pipe. And to boot, it's in the middle of the winter, freezing ass cold with no heat. I don't know where my water, here we go. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a little air leak going here. And let me show you what's going on. So if we look at this one here, I'm gonna get this wet. And you can see the little air bubbles coming out. Okay, you can see them. I don't know if you can see them or not. But up in the ceiling is even worse. I mean, it sounds like a flat tire. Now what this is caused from is from the threader machine that didn't give us a nice clean thread. Call me a fucking jackass. I deserve it. It's my fault. I should have stopped. I didn't stop because at the time when we did all this, I didn't live here. Okay? I didn't live here. And now this stupid, there it is. Okay, I didn't live here, so we were out here working. We were on a very tight budget. It was freezing ass cold in the wintertime, and I was in a hurry and I wanted to get it done. You can see the black pipe over here. That's it right here. Let me follow there we go. Okay. So we went ahead and did this, and we fucked ourselves. And that's what happens when you get in a hurry. I got to take all this pipe, all the pipe that I have has got to be removed, and I have got to load it up on my trailer and drive it to Grand Junction, Colorado, to Ferguson Plumbing, and have them, yeah, there you go, Clown Act Pete, pipe threader, that's me. You know, it's a fucked up deal. I am pissed off, I'm depressed. Has anybody ever done a job in the middle of the winter, and when you get done doing that job, after it takes you 2 solid days, and we're not talking, 8-hour days here, we're talking 14, 16-hour days in the middle of the winter with no heat, and you're in a hurry and you spend a lot of money on it, and it takes you a week for your body to heal. I got in a motorcycle wreck when I was about 17, 18, and I messed up my wrist and I didn't get it prepared properly. I didn't go to the doctors. I think I broke my wrist, but I'm paying for it now because my hand continuously hurts 24 hours a day. I got a knot right here, and these 3 fingers are basically numb, and my thumb is too. Actually, just these 3 right here, I'm sorry. But it's always hurting me. And then my knees are fucking hurting because I've been standing on concrete all the time. And then in the middle of the winter, okay, you get cracks on your hands, and then your hands start to hurt. It took a week for me to heal up from putting all this pipe up in the ceiling. And it was a fucking job. And at the time, I knew that, I had a feeling that maybe something might not work out. I didn't know that every fucking fitting was going to leak. So now I'm going to have to cut the pipe, and I'll have to dismantle every single piece. I'll have to load them up and take them to Grand Junction and have them professionally threaded. And then bring all that pipe back and then put it all back together. I got 3 sticks laying on the ground over here. They're 20 feet long, so that's 60 feet of this black pipe. And I'm probably going to have to buy some more, but they'll have it over there. And then, besides all that, from using the shitty thread machine, all the fittings are fucked too. It's kind of like taking a pipe and putting it in there and cross-threading it, and it'll never seal. That's what it's like. So we fucked up. My friend Pete fucked up. And now I am going to pay for my fuck up. This is the question that I'm going to ask you. Since it was last winter, actually, it might have been, I think it was last winter. Anyway, they have a record of it when I rented it. Let me ask you a question. Because when I did this, I didn't have my air compressor. There was no way for me to test the pipes. All right? So I'm going to ask you a question. Should I go back to this rental company and ask them for a refund on the machine that I rented and see if they'll give me a refund on that? Should I do that? Or do you think they're going to tell me, are you fucking joking? You rented that 1.5 years, 2 years ago. We're not giving you shit. In a way, I'm telling myself that I shouldn't go and ask them that, because if y'all listen to the conversation, I told you in the beginning that I noticed there was a couple of the teeth that were broken off, and then a couple of them were fucked up. And then when I threaded, I noticed that the thread wasn't nice and crisp and professional. And I should have stopped then, but I didn't, because I had my money wrapped up, I'm repeating myself, in this Skylift thing. And that was from a different rental company. And then I had the machine here, and we were out here on a very, very thin line budget, and we had to get this done. So I'm actually saying no, I shouldn't call them. It's my fault. If there was a problem in the beginning, I should have went ahead and taken care of it then and took my loss at that time. I see where somebody's saying MIG weld all the joints. I could probably do that. This being black pipe. But another problem we're going to have is a lot of these fittings that are leaking, okay, are up against the wall. All right? So I got to cut this joint in half to start taking all this apart. So if I go up there and I start welding, I got pipe dope on all these fittings, and we're talking very, very heavy pipe dope. And to try to MIG weld all that, it would take me hours to clean the pipe dope off so the MIG weld would even work. iPhone, and I have to put a phone so it won't mess up. So let's go back outside. Does everybody want to say hi to Minnie, the body shop girl, before we go? How you doing, Minnie?
I'm good.
What are you doing?
I'm selling stuff.
You got all Snap-on stuff you're looking at?
Some of it is.
Call Minnie, the body shop girl, before she posts it, because it's going to go. So let's go back outside. I got an ice pack on my phone and see where we go from here. I'm making this video because I know it's my fault, and I'm the fucking jackass of the whole situation. And I'm making this video to remind people out there that you shouldn't get in a hurry. And even if you have to stall out, because, I did this a year ago. Actually, a year and a half ago, I put all this pipe up. Okay, or whenever it was. And I didn't even use it until now. So, okay, I think, are we live there? Give me a thumbs up, let me know. Okay. All right, there we go. So, my friend Pete took it in the ass, and it was my fault. I screwed up. I should have stopped immediately. I should have got my money back immediately. And I should have not been in a fucking hurry. But when you're in a position like this, and you're building a shop like this, and you're not a millionaire, and you got to work for a living, you get in a hurry. You get in a hurry and you do it. So now, more than likely, it's going to cost me probably double of what it cost me to do it the first time. There's probably people out there saying, why are you using 1.5-inch pipe? Why aren't you using PVC pipe or plastic pipe or this, that, and the other? Because by using the 1.5-inch pipe, that is actually another 25 to 30 gallons of air pressure in my shop that I can use that will save life and time on my air compressor from going off and on. The 1.5-inch black pipe system is one of the best air systems you can have if you don't fuck up like I did. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, making a live video and showing you that I fucked up, I screwed up, I got a mess here, and it's up to me to fix a couple plumbers. Well, 15 of these plumbers out here to, okay, there it is. One side of the shop, where's it at? There it is. And then comes over here, over to here. It's not that big of a deal. But the deal is none of these plumbers answer their phone out here. You're lucky if you get a contractor of any kind, size, or tail to answer their phone, because none of them answer. You can leave a message and none of them call you back. So you see, another problem is why I do everything myself, because you can't rely on nobody to do shit for you. I fucked up. I got to fix my fuck ups to make it all work again. Plain and simple. I will cut this pipe. I will dismantle this whole system piece by piece, and I will take it to Grand Junction on my trailer with my truck and get all the shit recut and then come back and put it back together. Because that is the only way shit gets done right. If you fuck up, fix it yourself. Nobody's there to babysit you, to do it for you. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, giving you a message that says, fuck up and pay later, bitch.